hope you are doing well. This is a different kind of a video. This reading, or I should say this video, is about the moon placement, how the moon is placed in your chart. And this, this prediction is based simply on the basis of houses. I'm not taking conjunction, I'm not taking aspects, I'm not taking nakshatras. It's about the house. It's about the house. You're not looking at the sign, you're looking at the house placement, where the moon is placed in your main birth horoscope. कौन से house में placed है, कौन से sign में ये नहीं, कौन से house में placed है. Definitely one more thing I would want to say here is that waning and waxing moon also becomes important. Waning and waxing moon becomes important. Because a waning moon will be a selfish moon, whereas a waxing moon will be a moon जो पहले दूसरों के बारे में सोचता है और फिर अपने बारे में सोचता है. Waning moon is the moon जो कि सन से पीछे है, पीछे की डिग्रीज पर है. Waxing moon is the moon जो सन से आगे की डिग्रीज पर है. ये जो है waning moon is known as कृष्ण पक्ष, and जो waxing moon है it is known as the शुक्ल पक्ष. So the waning and waxing moon also becomes very, very, very important aspect of moon. So you have to see that if your moon is waning or waxing, and for example sun is at, let's say, 14 degree of Taurus, moon is at 12 degree of Taurus. This is a combusted moon. Moon is burnt here. But this is a waning moon, meaning because Taurus is the second house, a person will think about the assets for himself first. This is my money, I am going to use it. That's the mentality of the moon. And a waxing moon will be a moon जो कहेगा कि which is going to be after the 14th degree of sun. 14 degree, I should say 14 degree per sun है, 16 degree per moon है. This is again a burnt moon, a combusted moon, but this is a waxing moon, Shukla Paksha moon. So it shows that it's about, I want to give money to my family first, I want to serve the family first. So that's something which we have to see with the waxing and waning moon. So यहाँ पर जो है, I mean, if you can see, ये हमारा birth chart होता है, right? This is our birth chart. मैं यहाँ पर कहीं पर जो है आपको easy थोड़ा simplify कर दूँगी, और of course जो numbers लिखे हैं birth chart में हमें वो नहीं देखने हैं. जो first house है वो ये वाला होता है, second is this, third is this, fourth is this, fifth is this, sixth is this, seventh is this, eighth is this, ninth, 10, 11, 12 and again 1. So ये हमारे houses है. ये मैंने ऐसे इसलिए रखा हुआ है कि मैं कोई point जो है जो easily predict करते हैं, कोई point ऐसा miss ना कर दूँ. So जो moon है, whenever, see, every house has its own significance. Like the first house represents our physical body, how the physical body is it strong or is it weak? Of course then it depends upon the ascendant lord also कि वो कहाँ पर किस house में है, कौन से sign में, कौन से nakshatra में placed है. But here the ascendant represents the physical body. It's our physical body. Second house represents our kutum, our wealth of our family. It's our tone of speech. खाना आपको कौन सा अच्छा लगता है. Third house represents younger sibling, short distance travel, and third house represents कि हमें किस बारे में बात करना अच्छा लगता है. And it also shows social medias like YouTube, like Instagram, Facebook, these things. Then fourth house represents home, mother. It's our motherly nourishment which we get, and it's the house of food as well, nourishment from the food. It's the house of comfort. It's our peace of mind. Then we have the fifth house. Fifth house represents our, it represents the good deeds of our past lives. It's the house of Purva Punya. That's why I said Purva means pehle, Punya means good deeds. Purva Punya, Bhava means house. So good deeds of our past life is seen from the fifth house. Fifth house also shows your education before graduation. Fifth house represents your children. And fifth house also represents clubs, pubs, wherever you go and enjoy. Then 6th house represents prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma means unchangeable karma. 6th house also shows you the reality of life, meaning obstacles, deaths, enemy, diseases, legal things happening. It's all 6th house. And yes, of course, competitive exams as well are seen from the 6th house. Then 7th house shows your spouse. It's the house of spouse. It's the house of your marriage contract as well as business contract. Why business contract? Because marriage is also what? Marriage is a contract, lifelong. Whereas the business contract is something which you want to sign with other person to do business. And it's again the highest of your profession as well, because if we see 10th from the 10th house, we have the 7th house of, again, your job. 10th house is the, I'll come to that, but 10th house represents your profession. Higher form of your profession is the 7th house, because if 10th house is job, then 7th house represents business, and 6th house also represents services, jobs. Then 8th house represents your occult, mysticism, tantra, black magic, white magic. It represents your things which are hidden, surgeries, accidents, sudden ups and downs, transformation, life and death, death and rebirth. 9th house shows your gurus, it shows your father, it represents your mentors in life, it represents religion, it represents religious ceremonies, it's pilgrimage travel, it's long distance travel, it represents higher education, education after graduation, meaning MD, masters or specialization in something, PhD. 10th house, as I've told you, it represents your profession, it represents the karam kshetra. It represents how is your karam kshetra, sarkari daftar hai ya fir ek private company ya fir aapka ghar hi hai. Whenever the 10th lord is in the 4th house represents home, 10th house represents outer world, society, jahan par आप काम करने जाते हो. If we see Dasamsha chart में, Dasamsha is the D10 chart. Whenever we look, we have to look at the profession of someone. We see we put a magnifying glass on the 10th house, and that becomes the Dasamsha. If the 10th house of Dasamsha Lord is sitting in the 4th house, a person works from their home, work from home. So 11th house shows your elder sibling. Just as I've told you, 3rd house shows your younger sibling, 11th house shows your elder sibling. And 11th house also shows your gains from your authorities. 11th house is also authorities. 6th house is of small organization, non-profitable organization. 11th house is large organization, profitable organizations. And 12th house is exit. It's exit, retirement, death, jails, asylums, DMT experiences. It can be spirituality as well. Spirituality is also natural DMT. 12th house is also like, I don't want to deal with anything, I just want to go in Himalayas and stay there. That's 12th house. Now we are putting moon in these houses, so of course now the prediction starts. So if your moon is placed in the 1st house, shows that you are a person who is very much about the physical appearance. You're very much about the physical appearance, how you're looking and how fit you are. And at times you can become this person जो बहुत हल्का सा weight put on करा, या फिर हल्का सा weight जो है कम हो गया. You're going to be like, oh my god, I have to keep my my weight in check. So very much about that, how the fitness of the body is, how my body is, क्या वो fit है या weak है, इन चीज़ों पर ध्यान देना, physical appearance पर ध्यान देना, and especially weight related issues, because moon, as I've told you, it represents liquid. और हम कहते भी है कि तो हमारी बॉडी में वाटर रिटेंशन हो गया, तभी हम थोड़ा सा वेट गेन करा हुआ दिख रहा है, because moon represents that liquid. So definitely it's about weight. You are a person who is very much about कि how my body fit or not, weight कितना हो गया है, gain करा है, lose करा है, क्या हुआ. It's all about the body. It's also about self-esteem, and it's also about fame. You are a person who would want to have fame in your life. you want to have fame in your life, because seventh अगर हाउस को देखे, सेवेंथ हाउस इज ऑफ अदर पीपल एंड फर्स्ट हाउस जो होता है वो ऊपर होता है सेवेंथ हाउस के. सो पीपल लुक अप टू यू and then you are like conscious that how am I looking. That's why moon in the first house are quite conscious about their looks and personality. But again, the thing is, the sign placement and nakshatra placement, aspects and conjunction will definitely deter this fact. But this is the foundational level. This is the foundational level. But I'm not taking any conjunction or aspect. This is the foundational level here. Now, moon in the second house is about money, is about values as well. You're a person who values money, you value stability in your life, you value the food you get, you value your family, you value your family, you value your money, assets. These are very important for you. Moon is also karaka of money, so that's also there. And because this is a house ruled by Venus, and Venus is the karaka of luxury and beauty, you are also a person who will take care of, or I should say who will love to have luxuries in life. Living a luxurious lifestyle is something which you would like, and it's about this moon is about beauty, it's about luxuries, so appreciate these things. Moon in the third house shows that you are a person who is about communicating, and is also about social media. It's about Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. It's about social interaction. But at the same time, this interaction you want, it's because you want to gain something out of it again. You are doing YouTube or you are doing Instagram because you want to gain something. It's not कि मैंने मजे से कर लिया. No, it's about gains, money. And it definitely shows that you also are a person who would love to travel, because third house is of travel. And it also shows that you can be a private person as well here, because we have the Ardra Nakshatra in the Gemini sign, and you are a person who can become a great public figure, but at the same time loves to keep you like to keep your privacy. That's really important. So I haven't seen really people who vlog. I've not seen them from Gemini sign that much. They like to keep things private, but yes, they are also on social media. And you are a person who will also can be good at writing. Because third house also represents writing, can have interest in writing. Then moon in the fourth house, you are a person की हल्का सा इधर से उधर घर पे लड़ाई हुई, peace of mind will get disturbed. It will get disturbed. कुछ भी हल्की चीज़ या बहुत बड़ी लड़ाई घर में आपको बहुत ज़्यादा अफेक्ट करती है, मेंटली बहुत ज़्यादा. मदर से अगर जो है आपकी लड़ाई हो जाती है, it really psychologically affects you. Then moon in the fifth house shows that when you become a parent, then you feel that yes, I got my purpose of my life. I feel my life is complete. You're going to feel like the full moon when moon is in the fifth house, because fifth house represents children. You feel like a full moon when you have children, when you enter your motherhood or your fatherhood, if that's a term. So अगर आपका जो moon है, it is placed in the sixth house, then you are a person who will deal with diseases, obstacles, enemies, problems of other people. You can become a person who is a lawyer. You can get, of course, it's not a reading about the profession, but moon in the sixth house definitely deals with other people's issue, other people's problems, other people's diseases. Like a doctor deals with other people's diseases, a lawyer deals with other people's issues, legal issues. An astrologer deals with other people's life issues, karmic issues. So it's about dealing with those things, and you're going to deal with such things for sure. Your life will somehow revolve around these things, and this because it's your moon, it definitely shows that you can go through health issues quite a lot in your life. And if your moon is placed in the seventh house, you are a person who will feel stability in life when you are in a relationship or when you are married. So that's also there. You will feel like a full moon when you are married or in a relationship, and whenever you're doing business, when you are in a partnership, you will feel, yes, this is something which I want to do. Akele business karna may not be your thing, but again, other planetary placements also should be checked, especially if Mars is in the 7th house in the Navamsha. It's business partnership then is not for you, because जो जिसके साथ आप business partnership करोगे वो धोखा देके आपको जाएगा ही जाएगा. पीठ पीछे he will or she will somehow create issues for you, and it can happen that you become bankrupt because of your business partner. So again, things have to be checked. But moon in the 7th house shows that you are a person who will like to be in partnership, who will like to be in relationships. You will feel stability, like you are going to feel like a full moon when you are in a relationship. Then moon in the 8th house shows, in the 8th house moon feels kind of debilitated, because 8th house is the, occult, mysticism, tantra, darkness, whereas moon feel exalted in Taurus. Why Taurus? Because Taurus mein Rohini Nakshatra and Chandra loved Rohini. So Rohini was his favorite wife, and Rohini represents arts, media, creativity, music, dance, cinema, acting. So ये चीज़ें moon को अच्छी लगती है. Moon loves to be in sensual relationships, sexual relationships. Moon loves beauty, and moon is a queen. Moon is a queen. You cannot send queen to a war. Of course, हम कई सारे एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं, बट क्वीन इज समवन जो एक किंगडम में रहे और अपना सजना सवरना करे, श्रृंगार करे. दैट्स अ क्वीन, राइट? दैट्स अ फेमिनिन एनर्जी. सो यहाँ पर Taurus में moon will feel very comfortable there. That's why it's exalted. It will feel that yes, now in my element, I have jewelry, I have good clothes, I'm beautiful, my figure is really nice. Moon is like that. But in the 8th house, it feels debilitated, because in the 8th house, if you have moon in the 8th house, you will deal with psychological issues. You will deal with psychological issues, and you will also have interest in astrology, occult, mysticism, tantra. Now, if I have to say that this is a bad position for moon, no, it's not. It's actually, I would say in my experience, I have seen that exalted planet इतना अच्छा work नहीं करते जितना debilitated planet अच्छा work करते हैं. Because if something is already really amazing, already really good, आप उस चीज़ पर ध्यान ही नहीं दोगे. पर जिस चीज़ में आप अच्छे नहीं हो, उस चीज़ पर आपका हमेशा ध्यान रहेगा और उसको और improve करना आप चाहोगे. I also have moon in 8th house. I was in depression at a very young age when I was in 3rd or 4th standard, but I learned from that. So, and of course, astrology, occult, mysticism really, it made me something here, right? So definitely you are a person who will deal with psychological issues for sure, but you are going to come out of it. And when you're going to rise, you are going to shine like a gemstone. So that's there. Then moon in the 9th house. So 9th house is about, as I've told you, it's about gurus, it's about even travel. So you are a person who would want to follow the family traditions, who will definitely follow the footsteps of father, footsteps of guru, mentor. So that's there. If your moon is present in the 10th house, then you are a person who will have fame. You will have fame if your moon is in 10th house. Even Rahu gives fame in the 10th house. But definitely if your moon is placed in the 10th house, whenever moon dasha runs, fame will definitely happen here. So moon in the 10th house does get fame. And it definitely shows again that you may have more female bosses or female colleagues more than male colleagues. And you are a person who will want fame and authority in their life. So that's there. Then if your moon is placed in the 11th house, you are a person who want to work for a large organization and you want to uplift the unprivileged in the society. You are a person who can even join an NGO to uplift other, people in the society who are not that privileged. So that's there. Then if your moon is present in the Pisces, or I should say the 12th house, if your moon is placed in the 12th house, then you are a person who would say that I want to go to foreign distant land. I want to go to foreign distant land. And even moon in 9th house can say that I want to go to foreign distant land. And the thing is, 12th house is exit, right? It's exit. I want to move now. So it shows that you are a person who will say that why am I doing this? Why am I doing this job? Why? What's the reason? Okay, it's money. All right. और क्या है साथ में money के साथ साथ? You will ask this question and you will lose interest whatever you are doing. Because if something is not really giving you spiritual enlightenment is not happening, you're going to stop that job, stop doing that work until and unless you are a householder. एक householder को हमेशा काम करते रहना पड़ेगा अपनी family को provide करने के लिए. But internally, the mind will say, I want to go in spirituality. I want to just, exit from this BS of society and I want to seek higher knowledge, which is spirituality. And malefic impacts on this moon, especially in Pisces in the 12th house, can even cause alcoholism. And because see, Pisces is a liquid sign. I mean, it's a water sign. It represents liquid. Plus Rahu's impact can definitely, here one can go into drugs, especially liquid drugs. Not the, I would say कि powder drugs नहीं, जो liquid में नशा है, especially alcohol, उसमें जाना. Liquid नशा जो होता है, liquid, drugs जो होती है, वो लेना जो है ये person कर सकता है फिर. And even 12th house represents bed pleasures. One can be, malefics are there, or certain nakshatras, like I don't want to say it because then it will create doubts in many of you. But yes, one can become a person in the moon in 12th house in certain nakshatras with certain malefic impacts. One can definitely, become this person who will have a big sexual appetite and is always thinking about doing those, bedroom activities, doing the sexual activities. But yes, one have a big appetite here, moon in 12th house, for bed pleasures. And yes, one will also have a big appetite for spiritual awakening, spirituality or spiritual knowledge. That's there. Alright, so I know it is not the whole picture here, moon in every house, because it's really very tough to predict something from just house and moon placement. But yes, again, कुछ ना कुछ तो हम कह ही सकते हैं. Moon in 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, 4th house, कुछ ना कुछ तो हम कह ही सकते हैं. But when we have a nakshatra, when we have the sign, when we have the ascendant, बहुत कुछ हम उसमें देख सकते हैं. But yes, this is the foundational level. This is the foundational level of moon in different houses. I hope this resonated. And yes, I just wanted to share this thing with you because the reason why I'm doing this is because कि इस channel पर जो है मैंने सिर्फ और सिर्फ tarot readings करी है. And I say this like this is akshitaastrotarot, right? So astrology से भी related कुछ होना चाहिए, एक special video. So I thought that I should make this. And moon से अच्छा planet, moon से अच्छा graha कौन हो सकता है? Of course sun है, but moon is also very important graha in Vedic astrology because it represents our mind, how we think. It's very important. And sun is also important. Someday we will do sun as well. So sun is the soul significator, the soul's dharma, path. So it's also very important topic or important part we should touch on, right? So yeah, आज के लिए इतना ही. And I shall see you in the next video readings. And yes, that was it. Take care.